Hello, hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Glorious Life on Wheels. Oh my goodness, I am not really put together today, but you know what? It is what it is. So, I have been running around trying to recover from Thanksgiving. Not that anything bad happened, but from all the eating I did. Oh my goodness. I have not eaten like that in a long while, and it really impacted me because I've been cutting down on red meat and high fat things and sugar, and I gave myself carte blanche for Thanksgiving. And by the day after, I planned on doing the same, but I had to scale it back. What about all of you? How was your Thanksgiving? Did you go overboard? I was going to give myself 2 extra days like Christmas and the day after Christmas, but I decided no, I got to scale it back. Well, let me see who all is here in the chat. Hey, Shirley, hello, hello from the gym. That's where I need to be right now. I'm telling you. Hi, Wiley Nomad. How are you? 3 generations. Oh, my goodness. Please tap the like button. Thank you, 3 generations. I always forget to say that. Hey, Martin at one. Hello. Hola, hola to you, too. My great moderator, Martina and Nora, are in the house. Moderators. Hi, Shilas. How are you doing? Says, hello, everyone. Hope everyone is having a great Saturday. This is going to be a very short video because I had a commitment that got pushed back a little bit, and I'm having to do some things earlier today. So we're going to head off of this about 3:20. And another thing, I just could not get that video finished that I wanted to do on the project 2025 and the tariffs. Whoo, boy, I have never had a video that caused this much ruckus before I even aired it. I had people commenting Thursday when I announced I was going to do that video and or Friday rather, yesterday I announced I was going to do that video and plan to air it today, but that's not going to happen. And I'll send out a community post announcing that. But I've never had to block so many people. I have never had to block so many people from a video. Some of the comments were just so inappropriate and outlandish that I just said, you know what, I just don't need this type of toxicity on my channel. But I was like, good gracious, I'm not talking about a person or a party. I'm just talking about things that I think, if implemented, and I did say if implemented, as far as the tariffs or the project 2025, who it would hurt. And I wanted to go through and do some details, but I didn't get to fact check everything. And I guess from having been a journalist in the past rather, I really like to fact check things before I put them on and present them as facts. If I give you an opinion, that's different. But if I'm going to present something as a fact, I want to double, triple, quadruple check it to know I'm giving you accurate information. So I'm still in that process. I was not able to complete that. So that video won't air until Monday, unfortunately. But I think it has some good information about things that, if the tariffs go into effect, who they will impact, what they will impact. If some of the proposals, I didn't go through all of, obviously, putting Project 2025 or assessing it, because it's 900 and I think in 20 pages. So, but I pulled out things that really would impact my demographic, such as how it will impact Medicaid, because a lot of people who watch here are on Medicaid, which is the healthcare program for people who are low income. Medicare, how it will impact Medicare, how it will impact uh, seniors with disabilities. So I pulled out some of the things, how it will impact taxes. So I pulled out some of the things and why I'm concerned that some of those things may be implemented, and I share my opinions on that. What's in the document is fact, but my opinions I share. But anyhow, I will get that done Monday. But I want to bring you a good quality video. I don't want to just put something up. I said I'm going to put this up, so I'm just throwing something up to get something. I don't do that. I have more respect for you and your time than to do that. But anyhow, who else is in the house? Yes, Shilas, I hope everyone is having a great Saturday. Um, all good on the East Coast. I'm happy to hear that, Nora. All good on the West Coast too. Martin says cold in Southwest Ohio. Oh my goodness, 29 degrees with 10-mile-per-hour winds, feels like 20. Oh wow. Hey Liddell, how are you? How's it going? Um Everyone is saying hello to everyone. Hey, Susie. Hello. How are you? Um, Heather's homemade meals. Ooh, what's your favorite and what's your most popular homemade meal, Heather? What's one that everyone just can't wait for you to make? Patty is saying hello from Corona. Hey, you were by yourself, but it's okay. Oh my goodness. This is your first time with your loss of your father. Oh my goodness, Patty. I just hope that, you were able to have the good memories and knowing that you were a good daughter. I mean, you just took care of, wow, you were just a good daughter you know. Carrie Joe, hello, Carrie Joe. Graham says, good day from Wellington, Australia. Oh my goodness, you're moving around there, Graham. Hey, Bonnie Fuss from Washington. Oh, from West Virginia. I need to put on my glasses, don't I, when it says Washington. Bonnie from West Virginia. Hi, Esther, how are you? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, Jackie, you're at work today. Oh, well, I hope it's a good day at work. Heather says, we had an amazing Thanksgiving, did a lot of cooking and a lot of eating. Thankful to have family to share it with. Me too, Heather. I was so thankful to be at my daughter's. Well, she's technically my goddaughter, but I call her my daughter. And I told her, I said, in my video, I told everyone my daughter's house. I said, I hope you don't mind me saying that. And she goes, well, I thought I was your daughter. I said, well, you are, sweetie, you are. I just wanted to make sure that you're okay with me. But she really is. She really is my daughter. I've been in her life since she was an infant, a baby, and she stayed with me at periods. And just, I was in the birthing room at the hospital when her daughter was born, me and her mother-in-law, and the nurses kicked us. They were about to kick us out because I guess we were, I don't know. I thought we were totally appropriate, but the nurses hated us. What can I say? And my daughter told me, she goes, you're not being in there, my next baby. Neither one of you. You're banned from, you're banned. So we got banned the next time around. What can I say? What can I say? But hey, we were there for that. So at least I got there to be there for one. Carrie Joe, hello, hello. Vaughn's on a roll. Hey, Vaughn. Everyone else. Hey, Chef Santa, happy belated Thanksgiving. Thank you, Chef Santa. God bless you all. Hope you enjoyed it. Unfortunately, I had the flu. Oh my goodness. Well, I'm hoping you're having a speedy recovery from the flu and that you'll be able to celebrate Thanksgiving maybe later. Esther says, I just watched that video from you a few hours ago. I commented about how you're going to get crazy comments on that Project 20. Yeah, I probably will. But you know what? I've never been someone who shies away from telling the truth. And there are some things in there, if they're implemented, will have devastating impacts on a lot of people. And I'll just give you one of them. This is not impacting seniors per se, but it's impacting and it's going to make future seniors impoverished. They're looking at totally defunding Head Start. Well, Head Start is a program that it's for parents who are either low income or children who have disabilities, who need that extra boost. It's at preschool. They do a lot of things to teach the children and work with them. And it also provides childcare for parents who have to work, and it's free. It's free. So there are so many single moms and dads and even couples who, if they did not have Head Start, they would not be able to work. So then you're going to develop a whole generation of people who are going to be low income going into their senior years, will have lower social security, will have, I mean, it's just, things that you do decades earlier can impact people for the rest of their lives. And this will impact the children who won't get the benefit of the preschool program that Head Start offers, which is excellent, and the parents who won't be able to work. It just will have devastating impact. So, those are some of the things that I'm going to address in my video. But yeah, I'll do a lot. I'll do a short on this one, but someone said some comments, and I just said, I'm gonna do a short and call him out on that. I wish I'd copied that comment, but I remember it because I blocked him. But yeah, and a lot of people, oh my goodness, one person said, "Oh, you're such a hypocrite, encouraging people to do van life." And like I told him, I said, I don't tell people to do van life. What I do is I share people who are doing van life, and they talk about how they feel about van life. And I share information on what are some things I think will help people in van life. And I've done van life videos where I talk about things that are very difficult. I even have a video in Quartzsite where I had Lindy and I think Schoolie Carroll and a couple of other people who talked about some of the challenges of doing van life as you're older, as a senior. I also did a video that I talked about some of the things on van life that are really challenging that people don't know about. But they were talking about, oh my gosh, I had to deal with them too. I'm telling you, this my just saying a few little things on that video brought just insane comments. Plus some people were saying, oh, basically one woman, I pinned that comment. So I'm not even, go back and you can look at the video and see the comment that I pinned. I had to, I started off my comment, my response to her, well, bless your heart. And you know what that means in the South. But anyhow, woo, buddy. So if those are the comments and the response I'm getting before I even air the video, I'm going to put on my armor, but I'm not going to fail to put up something that I think people need to know about, be prepared for, and reach out to their elected officials to let them know these are some things we don't want implemented. And I'm going to tell you why I'm concerned that they are going to be implemented. But I'll do all that in the video. But it's a lot to pack into one video. But anyhow, yeah, Esther, it was, whoo, boy, oh boy. Yeah, just to clarify, anyone, that beautiful home that you saw was my daughter's home, her and her husband. And they, oh my gosh, they are just the most hardworking, wonderful people. They have had 3 different homes, and I don't know of a period of more than maybe a month, if that long, that they haven't had someone living in their home with them besides them and their 4 children who needed a place to stay and didn't have a home, and they let stay there. I mean, they've had anywhere from 2 to 4 people staying with them at one time extra outside of their immediate family. And someone in a comment said, well, it must be, basically what they were saying, must be nice to have a big house like that. Too bad you can't share it with other people who are needy, invite them in to live with you. I tell you. Like I said, if you want to hear what my response was, go over and read the comment that I pinned on the video from yesterday. I had to deal with some folks. I'm telling you, I had to deal with some folks. Oh, but anyhow, yeah, you're right, Marta. Some people just don't know how to have a proper discourse. Because someone doesn't agree with what I think, I'm not going to tell them off. I'm not going to hate them. I'm not going to do all kinds of crazy things. But I guess some people just can't stand if someone disagrees with them. I don't know what to say. Vaughn says many people have lost the ability to agree to disagree. That is so true, especially right now. It seems like you're either for me or against me. One of the people who I'm going to do a short on this comment, and maybe I'll start doing comments on comments. he said in his comments, well, something, something, something. And then he goes, she's not one of us. I was like, well, who is us? I don't want to be one of your us if that's, uh, I was like, anyhow, I'm going to do a short on that. But yeah, I'm not one of us. I can't, I can't make this stuff up. I cannot make this crazy stuff up. I really can't. I don't have that big of imagination. Hi CW, how are you doing? Esther says, wait till you see the number of layoffs from these large corporations. Yeah, and Walmart is already started. The CEO, I think, of Walmart, I have to research this. This is one of the things I didn't get to research. I think they said that they're probably going to be raising prices. Well, look what happened during COVID. How many things companies just raised the prices outrageously during COVID. Do you believe that? Hi, Anu. How are you? Oh my goodness. Hey, Lindy. Hey, only here for a short time. Well, I'm glad you took time out of your day, even for a short time, Lindy. And this is going to be a short live, so you won't be here too much shorter than it is. The live is, I can tell you. Hey, the Mona Lisa too. Hey, hey, how are you? From Brea. Oh my goodness. Uh, Everyone's saying hello to everyone. Chef Santa says my lasagna with homemade Italian sausage in it. Ooh, that sounds good. Homemade Italian sausage. Oh my goodness. You're making me hungry, Chef Santa. You're making me hungry. uh, um, Vaughn says wanted to let you know she's in Pasadena. Uh, Everyone's saying hello to everyone. Hi, Miss Net. How are you? Another one of my moderators in the house. I know, Liddell. Doesn't that sound delicious? But I wanted to just ask, is there anything that makes any of you lose it or that triggers you? I was trying to think of some things that may trigger me or upset me, but I'll let you guys go first before I tell on myself. But is there anything that triggers you that you kind of lose it over? I was just thinking based on the comments and people who were losing it, I had to block. Esther says family doesn't have to be blood related. Clearly, we see that in this community. Absolutely, Esther. That is so true. Sometimes the family you have is not the family you're born with, it's the family you've chosen. So true. Marna says the grocery store I work has been cutting hours for some departments. One college student was cut to 10 hours a week. Luckily she lives at home but was counting on that money. Yeah, yeah. I don't know, and I'm going to be addressing this, but Elon Musk, um, they have been laying off people at his factories. And I'm going to address how some of those layoffs happen in the video because I think if you watch the video, you'll see how I'm going to try. Hopefully, I'll connect the dots so it all makes sense. Patty says, thank you. I'm still very emotional. I should just be thankful I had my parents for as long, 89 and 95, and that I could care for them. Well, I don't care how old they are when you lose them. It's too soon. It really is too soon. And I certainly understand you're going to have a lot of first without both of your parents, Patty. And those first Christmas, first Thanksgiving, first Mother's Day, first Father's Day, they're just going to be so hard. And I just pray that you have someone there supporting you and encouraging you as you go through this. But again, I hope that you're able to understand how you enrich their lives and made the last part of their lives so sweet by being the daughter that you are. Everyone is still saying hello to everyone. And Graham says, I don't know if you missed my post the other live day, but a tree fell on the van and truck and crushed both of them, nearly killing my bride. What? Holy no. How did the tree fall? Was it struck by lightning? Did someone hit it? Did someone run into it? What happened, Graham? Are you okay? Holy, oh my. Were you in the truck when it happened? Or the van and the truck or when it happened? Oh my goodness. I hope everyone's okay. I just can't imagine what that would be like. I would, yeah, that would be traumatizing, all right. Even if you weren't there when it happened, even hearing about it and seeing the damage and knowing what could have happened to your bride and Charlie. Oh my goodness. Whew. I am so sorry, Graham, that that happened. And I hope that your bride is okay and is recovering emotionally, and hopefully she didn't get injured. Oh my goodness. Whew. I know, Donna. Isn't that terrible? And Boomer in the Burbs is saying hello. Hello, Boomer in the Burbs. Wow. Yeah, I hope you get compensated too, Graham, by your insurance company. I don't know how insurance works in Australia, but I certainly hope that they compensate you and you get full recovery for your losses. Holy mackerel! Um, Esther says, regarding Head Start, I remember companies used to have provide a similar program in the building where those parents worked. I agree. Yeah, they some companies did. I don't know if any still do or not. I really don't. But wouldn't that be? Can you imagine how many fewer people calling in they would have if you could just drop your kids off downstairs and go upstairs? How great that would be that you could have that and if something happens and the babysitter doesn't show up, you don't have to call in for work. You just bring your kid with you. Graham says everything was insured, but it will still cost us money. Just thankful to be alive at this stage. So, were you actually in the truck too, Graham, or were the bride and Charlie in the truck and van alone? Yeah, even when you get compensated from insurance, you still lose money. It still ends up costing you. But I'm glad you're alive. I'm glad that. Oh my. Liddell says, sorry for your loss, Patty. I took care of my dad in my home until he passed at 92. Boy, I wish I could have taken care of my mom and dad in my home, but I couldn't buy they both of them. My dad, he got a diagnosis and it was very shortly after his diagnosis that he was gone. And my mom, it was 6 months. I was just about to take off a leave of absence from my job to go up and stay in her home with her, and she passed. So I didn't get the privilege of taking care of them, but I did have a job that I was able to fly up and spend 4 days, 3 or 4 days a week with her for several weeks. Almost every week I'd fly up and back because I had 3 days on, 4 days off. So I was able to do that. Hey, Amy, one of the holy, my sister in love. Hello, hello, Amy. Uh, Boomer in the Burb says, you are on the right track. I love your content, Carol. Keep going. Thank you so much, Boomer. Thank you. Miss Ned says, Graham, I'm so sorry that happened, but I'm glad that the bride and the fur baby are okay. Me too. Me too. Esther says, laughing out loud, yes, I saw that. Bless your heart. I know. I tried to keep it appropriate, okay? But I was like, you really people make a lot of assumptions, don't they? They really assume a lot. And I want to say, you just don't know what I do, you know, for people. But I don't even want to go there because you don't do things to talk about it. But I was just, mm. Esther says, yes, oh yeah, I just saw that. Marta says, those rude people will find out when it happens to them. Amen, amen, amen. Hey, Lisa, how are you? Lisa lost Zeus also, so she's grieving. Oh my goodness. you know so a lot of things going on, a lot of people recovering and grieving here. Hey, Nancy, hello, hello, how are you? uh Three Generations says, thank you, Jesus, for keeping Graham's bride and pup safe. Yes, yes indeed, yes indeed. See, who else is there? Anyone else I haven't said hello to? uh um Graham says the insurance company gave us a hire car, okay, for 2 weeks, but only $1,000 for accommodations. Well, that won't last long, especially if your truck was crashed in the van. If they don't write the truck off, it could be months before it's even looked at for repairs. The van is gone. Oh my. So your van is totaled. Your truck you don't know about yet. So and they're only giving you $1,000 for accommodations. So what are you guys gonna do, Graham? Oh my goodness. Wow. Wow. I don't know how insurance works in Australia, but here they seem to try and get away with giving you as little as possible. Oh my goodness. Patty says, "What makes me lose my cool? My cool has been my cool has been all used up." So you have no more to lose, Patty, huh? Oh my goodness. BS says, "I got the impression that was your home." No, it's where I was for Thanksgiving. And if you notice in the beginning of the video, I said where I spend some of my time when I'm off the road. But no, it wasn't my house. It was my daughter's house. And I am so proud of those two young people. I am just so proud of them. They are hardworking, kind, loving, just really embody the meaning of the love of Christ. There and she homeschooled four kids off and on for times they'd go to school, then she'd homeschool all four, and just two are going into the military, one in the Navy, one in the Air Force, one's in college, and the other is getting ready to graduate and go to college. So I mean, they're just they're just lovely kids. The two ones that are going to the military have been in college, and just lovely kids, lovely kids. Stylist says, "Carol, just brush the haters off. I know. Don't let them get to you. You have thousands of people that appreciate you. You don't need to give an explanation where you live to those trolls." I tell you, I tell you. Thank you. Thank you very much, Shilas. I appreciate that. Nora says, "Carol, I think many people are totally wrapped up in anger. They're wrapped up in hate of the other." That is so many people want to, for lack of better term, otherize anyone that doesn't agree with them. They're others. I'm like, she's not one of us. Again, I was like, who is us? Who is us? I don't know. I don't know. Liddell says, "You did the right thing about your video, Carol. It's unbelievable how rude and unkind people can be. Speak the truth always." I do my best to do that. I really do, Liddell. Um, Everyone's saying hello, hello. And Miss Net says, "I used to lose my cool when I see people mistreating cats and dogs." Yeah, that would be upsetting to me. That would be very upsetting when you mistreat innocent animals, mistreating elderly people, seniors, mistreating children. You know, yeah, yeah. Bella says, "People without manners." That's a good one. Yes. When people are rude to wait staff and people, that are doing their best and working hard and they're rude and just entitled, uh, yeah, Vaughn says, "Animal abuse sets me off." I understand that. I understand that. Uh, Lisa from Outdoor Dash Travel says, "What triggers me, disrespect, no matter the person. If I see someone being disrespectful, I step in." I know, but these days, you know what? You never know when that could cost you your life. You have people who have such hair triggers and they're so, just ready to explode, just ready to explode. It's. Yes, that's one that really gets to me. Now, I have to say that really gets to me, Esther. Injustice. Injustice makes me lose my cool too. Yes. Vaughn's on a roll says, "Miss Net, you're my people." Hey, Donald. Donald says, "Carol, remember when we were talking about people who get in their parked car and then sit there for 10 minutes when other people are sitting waiting for the parking spot?" I know. I was in the parking lot and this person they were like, pulling their thing down, opening, and we're at Costco. I mean, people in that parking lot were going bananas, bonkers. This wasn't on the Wednesday before, because I would never go the Wednesday before Thanksgiving, but it was a couple days before that, and it was early in the morning, right after they opened. There were lines and lines and lines of people. waiting for parking spot, and this one guy was just, and he just, hmm, he was took his keys, and people were, people were. I was telling Donald as I drove by, I said, "Oh, people like that. Oh my goodness." But I mean, I don't go. I don't. It doesn't trigger me. I just see it and wonder, can't they just be a little more considerate? But uh, hey, Morgan says, hello, Carolyn from Houston. 40 degrees last night. Ooh, that would be freezing here in Southern California. Uh, Lindy says, corporation injustice, disrespect of anyone. Yep, that would be that would do it too, Lindy. Absolutely. Twice Rider 3 says, yes, lost my cool when I put my dog to sleep 3 days. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Yeah, that would make me lose my cool too. Yeah, I lost my cool and I had to put my dog down. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. How old was your dog, Twice Rider? Shyla says vanilla wafers are smaller now. Everything's smaller now. Haven't you noticed boxes of cereal are instead of being this big, they're this big? You know, vanilla wafers. I noticed them when I was making banana pudding last Wednesday. Seems like things we buy now are less now. That triggers me. Yeah, and they're the same price. That's the crazy thing. I guess they think we're dumb. We don't realize we're getting an increase in price, but they are. Oh, Lindy says 33 degrees in Sacramento. Ooh, and it's not even 4 o'clock. Oh, so it's going to be cold tonight there, Lindy. Marta says, I have to say, Jesus, hold my tongue when I hear people insult you because you don't agree with how they think. Yeah, yeah. You know what? I need to say that sometimes, Marna, because I have to admit I have not said that. I should say, Jesus, please help me hold my tongue. Thank you, Marna. I will use that. Chef says, I have to go. God bless you all. Have a great week. Stay safe, stay strong, stay healthy, and remember, God always has your back. Thank you so much, Chef Santa. Thank you for stopping in, and I hope to see you next time. Boomer and the Bird says, I usually ignore those outside my small, close circle. I walk away when I feel triggered. That's a smart move. That's smart. My worst trigger is people being mean to little children in stores. I know. It still haunts me to this day. I was in it was a Target, and it was years and years and years ago. And there was this dad with his teenage girl, and he was yelling at her, "You're so stupid. Why do you do that? You're dumb." I mean, he was saying some really, really terrible things to her, and I was just so shocked. I didn't know what to do. I was young, a lot younger then. I was just, and I went up to her and I said, "It's going to be okay, sweetie. It's going to be." And I thought later, all the things he was saying terrible, I thought, I wish I had called CPS. I wish I'd called police and filed a report, but I didn't. I was much younger. I didn't know really what to do. Looking at got something flashing on my screen there. Didn't know what to do, and I still think about, believe it or not, I still think about that all these years later. And I for years when I go to bed at night, I pray, God, please protect that child. Let someone come into her life that encourages her, that tells her she's good, that she's smart. And I mean, this guy was just vicious. And I thought about that kid for a long time. And yeah, that really impacted me. It really affected me. And like I said, I wish I had done something different. Yes. Um, yes, Carrie Joe, Graham prayers for you. In fact, everyone, just let's say a prayer for Graham and his bride and Charlie, even in that the insurance company does the right thing by them and increases the amount that they give them for accommodations and gets, if their truck needs to be totals it out and gets everything taken care of so they can get back on the road and get their life back on track. Yes, we're just praying for you and holding good thoughts for you, Graham. Lisa says, thank God everyone was okay. Yes. Yes, praying for full recovery on your truck and van. Yeah, the van's already gone, he said, but hopefully the truck, maybe they'll just write it off. Whatever. We're hoping that and praying whatever you want to happen is what happens, Graham. Whatever you and the bride are praying for is what we want to happen. Miss Net saying twice rider 3. I'm so sorry that you had to experience that. That is truly heartbreaking. Yes, it really is. Morgan says, I'm hoping for unity in the United States next year. Aren't we all, Morgan? Aren't we all? Um, Bella says, Graham, where is in Australia are you? I'm in Melbourne. Oh, Bella's in Melbourne. How far are you from Melbourne, Graham? Okay, Lindy, gotta go. We'll see. You have a good week too, Lindy, and I'll be talking to you. Thanks for stopping in. In fact, I'm going to be leaving shortly, a couple more minutes, and I'm going to be, like I said, this is a short video today, or live today. Carrie Joe says, Shyla, a cake mix used to make 24 cupcakes, now only 20. Wow. Getting harder to do older recipes when there's shrinkage now. Isn't that the truth? Isn't that the truth? Lisa's saying, yes, sorry for your loss, because she's still grieving. Her grief is still fresh from losing Zeus. Graham says, the bride here, I was at the front of the van, okay, and the tree fell around me. Oh, it's the bride here. Hi, bride. So you were at the front of the van, and the tree fell around you. Graham was at the side of the car, and Charlie was in the truck. Wow. We were all lucky, bought a lottery ticket but didn't win. Well, you won on that one, that you came out alive, and thank goodness. We're so happy, bride, that you and Graham and Charlie are okay. We're so sorry. I'm so sorry for the loss of the van and possibly the truck, but thank the Lord that the most important um uh thing saved. You and Graham and Charlie are okay. Wow. I just can't imagine. The tree just fell. Did it was it struck by lightning? Did what happened? Oh, I'm just glad you're okay. Thank goodness. Um Nancy says we all just need to agree to politely disagree. Absolutely. Yes, absolutely. Nora says, Graham, well, you did sort of win the lottery. You know, that's a good point. They did win the lottery in a backwards kind of way. Yeah, you are all okay and not hurt. Yes. Donald says, yes, you did win the lottery. You're all alive, Graham Whitaker. Yes, thank the Lord for that. We do thank the Lord for that, Graham. Okay. Uh, Boomer in the Burb says, Lava, I agree. That was with the corruption. And it feels that it affects seniors especially. Yes, it does. All right. The Mona Lisa says, you are so cute when you call out people's names to say hello on your feed. You almost sound like Hobo Kelly. Who's Hobo Kelly? Yes, I'm that many years old. I'll have to go look up Hobo Kelly. Oh my goodness. Uh Carrie Joe says, Shila's what does it say? Change me a little more, but don't mess with my recipes. Charge me a little more, but don't mess with my recipes. That's so true. Oh my goodness. Yeah, Donald's so glad that you're okay because you're one of his buddies. You and Kenneth, aka Randy, and you. Oh my goodness. Uh okay. Jack Hay says animal abuse really gets to her. Yep, that's one of the ones. Boomer and the Burb says, Graham's bride, awesome. You and the fur baby survive. Yes, absolutely. Oh, Don says, glad to see you too, CW style and outdoor dash travel. Esther says, what makes me lose my cool is when I do and I give up myself and I give up myself and don't feel appreciated. I don't want to change the people. I am, however, willing to learn to give not so much. You know, that's a good point. Sometimes when you do and do and do for someone and you can see they just don't appreciate it, that I think it's good to learn that maybe, you know what? Maybe I need to do a little less. Maybe I need to do a lot less and let them learn what it's like to do without all of my kindness and generosity. Um, Vaughn says the proposed 47-cent fee being added to each gallon of gas. I know. Do you believe that? 47 cents. Where are we gonna get a vote on this or what? 47 cents a gallon? For what? Yeah, that oh, you reminded me of something that I need to be ticked off that I'm ticked off about. Yeah, me too, Vaughn. Me too. Like gas isn't already enough. Well, listen, folks, I am going to have to get out of here. Like I told you, I'm going to have to leave this. I'm over what I already told my riders here who I'm taking home I would be. So I am getting off. Morgan says, Carol and some of the folks that disagree with you simply bringing it up are the very ones that will be most impacted. Go figure. You know what, Morgan? That leaves me speechless because it's so true. Go figure is yeah, I agree. Go figure because I can't figure it. I really can't. Yeah, another gas tax, Donald. Do you believe that? You're lucky you're in North Carolina. You are lucky. Sandra says, girl on the gal, we had our Thanksgiving October 14th here in Canada. Oh, okay. In Canada on October 14th. So you do have something similar. All right, I didn't realize that. Okay. Yeah, what do you have? Do you have special foods that you have for it? Like we have turkey and dressing and stuff here. Do you have special foods there? All right. Vaughn says, Don, is why is even worse. Supposedly they want to charge us so they can offer an incentive for the EV buyers. Oh, please. Please. That's just not fair. That is simply not fair. But then again, these days, what is fair? What is fair? Oh my goodness. Shrinkflation sucks. I like that shrinkflation. You're right, Jackie. It's shrinkflation. All right. Vaughn said, I used to buy a gallon of bleach for $1. Now it's $3. Yeah, it's just, I was talking to people who were telling me how much their groceries have gone up every week. It is, yeah, Lisa, and they wonder why people are leaving California. Good point. Good point. Freddie says, hi from Baltimore. Oh, 30 degrees. Ooh, that's cold. And it's going to get colder because this isn't even winter. Winter's not till December 22nd. Oh, my goodness. CW is saying, stay warm. Hey, Tilly G, how are you? All right. Well, I thank you, Caroline. Yes, hit the thumbs up. Vaughn says this conversation reminds me of that show. What would you do? Yes. What indeed? What indeed? All right. Thank you, Barbara. Love your joy. God bless you in all. Thank you. Thank you from Minnesota. Folks, I know that there are probably some great comments and I'm going to miss them, but I want to say thank you for each of you being here. And I'm just going to remind you again that we're going to be having a dessert get together on Christmas Day. Save a dessert so we'll share it, and I'll bring as many of you up as I can to show what dessert we're going to have dessert together on Christmas Day. Or would you rather do it on Christmas Eve? Let me know. We'll take a consensus maybe next week, but I think Christmas Day, because it's my birthday and I kind of like to share part of it with you. But if everyone wants to do a Christmas Eve, we can do that. All right, folks, I am getting out of here. If anyone is new in the house, this is the first time. Hi, Liza. How are you? Good to see you. Um, if anyone is first time in the house, could you do a number one quickly because I'm heading out? Hey, Cheryl, I'm going to call you, but I was working on something when you called, but I'll be calling you back. I hope you had a great Thanksgiving. Number one in the house, can my moderators drop your links? And can anyone who's a content creator put a big C? We're going to do this really quickly this time because I'm heading out of here. Any number ones? Any first timers in the house? No first timers? All right. Anyone can drop a link who's one of my moderators. Thank you, Nora. Go over and check out Nora's shop at Etsy. It's artworks by Nora K. Beautiful, beautiful artwork over at her Etsy. And I do need to talk to you, Nora, because I want to have you do, like I said, that portrait of Cuddles. Why are you laughing, Jessica? Jessica's laughing.
That's cute.
She says that's cute.
I'm
Yeah, I
laughing in
want
a
a
good
portrait of
way.
Cuddles, you know.
I, I,
Hey, oh, so
I
Liza
have
is
no
a
idea.
content creator, boomer in the burbs, outdoor dash travels. Julie Gothard, first time in the house. Well, welcome, Julie. You're now an official Globie. Welcome, welcome. Everyone saying hello and welcome to Julie. Hi, Martine. All right, anyone else who's first time or content creator? Uh, yes, I'm looking forward. I'm really looking forward to you doing that portrait, Norma. Norma. I don't know. My tongue is slipping. Nora. I'm so um looking forward to you doing that portrait. And there's Lisa from Outdoor Dash Travels YouTube channel. And all right, folks. I am heading out. Still recovering from that delicious meal. Woo, from Thanksgiving and the day after. So I will see you guys later. I'm working on that video to get up early next week, hopefully on Monday. On I'm gonna snap on my seatbelt because I know it's gonna be a bumpy ride when I air that video on who the tariffs are gonna affect and Project 2025. But love each and every one of you. May your journeys be filled with joy and blessings, and I will see you next time. Let me sign out of here, and I will talk to you next time.